Hi Amy, how you doing? I can't keep up with the feed no more. I gave up. I put that petition out there and the one commentary, and the blocking has begun. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. At least I'll be able to weed out all the people on Facebook that I just don't need around me. Right? And if that includes friends and family, what can I say? I'm just sick of the fear and the fighting and the racist undertone, man. It's always, and it's always directed at Obama too. Like he's the only black man on the whole fucking planet. I'm just like, really? And what's most amazing to me, and this is what people don't understand, is that they're trying to hold him responsible for stuff that's happened over the last 40 years. Do you get the part where him and I are only just a couple years apart in age, for crying out loud? So if I don't feel completely responsible for everything that's happened, how the hell are the rest of you making him responsible for everything that preceded his first presidency? Yeah, 'cause, wow. People make mistakes. We either forgive them or we don't. And I get all this NDAA crap, and I do. I get the doubling down on the Patriot Act, which should have never happened. It should have never happened. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of listening to everybody talk about, oh, you gotta stock up, and everybody's headed to InfoWars. And I mean, I'm not denying this man doing some business. But he's doing it on a level of fear that it's hard for me to put my finger on. I can describe it when I see it and I experience it coming out of his mouth, because then it gets repeated and out of everybody else around me, and I'm like, what the hell? What? Really? But it's just like I was telling Jane earlier, you know, I said, look, I said, you know, he comes up with this breaking news, oh, and the man will talk for 3 hours and dribble on about next to nothing. Too many people have already debunked a lot of the videos he's made, you know, and like I said, I don't deny him making his living. Do your thing, dude. But I think that there would have been a better approach. Instead of socking it to people that are Christian, uneducated, or on the edge and ready to grab a gun. And this is the group of people he seems to be attracting. Seriously. And what's really sad is that there's some highly educated people out here. People that I actually have respect for, that appear on this man's show. And so, I'm always taking a second look at them folks too. Because I'm like, why would you do this? It's like the whole Antonio Bueller thing. I get that he got beat up trying to be the good guy. I got that part. But when he fibbed to me about his Safe Streets project and said that he was keeping a list of names, but that it wasn't a 501(c)(3), I said, well, then why are you keeping the list of names of who donated? Okay? He couldn't answer just some basic questions, and so that's why, I don't know. He's also trained at the War College, and there's a lot of psychological maneuvering going on out here. This isn't just about a demographics game. This is about what you trust and believe in, and that's what these people are attacking. Well, you have to do it for God and country. Really? They suck these people in, man. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. There's a show on TV. It's called Preppers. I'm not lying. These people are batshit crazy with this stuff. Why does everybody fear death so much? I don't get that part. Maybe it's because I've already died once before. Maybe that's why I don't have a fear of it. But at the end of the day, you know, you can't take none of that shit with you. But what you leave behind, that's important. I've heard him, Jones, in his offhanded way, say some of the most homophobic shit. And then he claimed that anarchists were all 5-foot-tall meth heads. What? Do you see what I'm saying? Unless he can get absolute domination and control over your content, he don't want nothing to do with you. Yeah. I thought it was interesting that he tried to approach me a couple of times after I blew up and started making the videos. Now he doesn't do it. He sends his trolls too. Which I'm highly amused with. Because I find it interesting that if I weren't holding on to some factual, real shit, yeah. You can't Google my stuff 1,000 times in an hour and make it be the only story that runs to the top of the Google search. I didn't get my document from Google in the first damn place. Wow. And I didn't write the damn thing either. The federal government did. But I digress. At the end of the day, it's the hate. It's the oh my God, that man has brown skin. That's an automatic do-over. I'm like, really? Because I waited 40 years for somebody I could actually believe in. And I'm not saying anymore that I'm 100% down for Obama. We know how I feel about fucking politicians. I don't like none of them. None of them. But I mean, come on. How the hell are we ever going to get anything fucking done if we spend all our time talking about sex scandals and fiscal cliffs? At the end of the day, if we go over it, hello? $1 trillion versus 950 billion. What? Go over the cliff, dummy! I mean, really? Because at least if we go over the cliff, they're not going to fuck with Social Security. I'm just like, if we keep doing this argument, this back and forth, and the world's going to end, and everybody should live in fear and hate and discontent, what kind of freedom is that? That is not freedom. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Just not making me happy. It's impinging on my liberty because I don't know who the fuck to talk to anymore. I got a lot of closet racists around me. I don't like that shit. You saw my husband? Black as hell. Fuck. Are you kidding me? Really? Did you really think that racist, backhanded bullshit was going to work on me? You better tell the truth, motherfucker, because you don't know who you messing with over here. We've got to tone this down so that we can hold at least a level of respect for one another. And even if you don't like what the other guy has to say, I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. We still need to come together. All this pulling apart, all this secession talk. Where are you going, people? Really? It's almost like if these people, Alex Jones, aka all these other folks that are behind whatever, right? It's almost like they're pushing for a new civil war. Because then that would make all their conspiracy theories real. I'm not buying the bullshit. If you got a gun, keep your gun. If you got some extra food, keep your extra food. Do what you need to do for you. And at the other end of the day, you can't take none of it with you. That's what I do know. Anyway, I've had a really long kind of icky day, and I'm hot and I don't feel good, and I'm just, yeah, I'm thinking it might be time to go to bed. Yeah, it's after 11 and I can't even see the screen anymore, so that lets me know I've been in front of this bad boy for too long. Anyway, I love you, doll. I hope everybody gets what I'm talking about, because I'm just tired of all this existential who gives a shit crap, you know what I mean? Is that you? Yeah. Like he's the only black man on the whole fucking planet. I'm just like, really? And what's most amazing to me, and this is what people don't understand, is that they're trying to hold him responsible for stuff that's happened over the last 40 years. Do you get the part where him and I are only just a couple years apart in age, for crying out loud? So if I don't feel completely responsible for everything that's happened, how the hell are the rest of you making him responsible for everything that preceded his first presidency? Yeah, 'cause, wow. People make mistakes. We either forgive them or we don't. They just don't need around me, right? And if that includes friends and family, what can I say? I'm just sick of the fear and the fighting and the racist undertone, man. It's always, and it's always directed at Obama too. And I get all this NDAA crap and I do. I get the doubling down on the Patriot Act, which should have never happened. It should have never happened. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of listening to everybody talk about, oh, you gotta stop. Hi, Amy, how you doing? I can't keep up with the feed no more. I gave up. I put that petition out there and the one commentary, and the blocking has begun. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. At least I'll be able to weed out all the people on Facebook that